everybody. I'm Rob. This is the Meet People. We're doing another game interview, another coverage. This is for this is for a game called Everrain. It's recently just closed Kickstarter, if I remember correctly.
Kickstarter, and it will be going with a late pledge manager in January.
So people, even though the Kickstarter closed, they are going to be able to get it again next year.
We'll be able to get the Kickstarter version.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about this game, like the premise, the story? Is it in another world? Is it a branch of Cthulhu? Is it its own thing, or
Yeah, so we're calling it a dark sea exploration adventure. It's Lovecraft inspired, so it's got the general overtones of a Lovecraft story with like an ancient and unknowable god and that kind of lurking horror. But we didn't want to be constrained by the Lovecraft mythos, like the 1920s kind of setting. So it's more of an 1800s vibe. It's set at sea. Everyone gets control of their own ship, their own crew, and you have to go out into the world and try and figure out a way to stop the Everrain. The world is basically drowning, and it's because this old god is starting to awaken from its slumber and wants to remake the world in its image. So you have to go out, you have to explore, you have to get into fights, you have to manage your own crew, because they can be a bit of a nightmare as well. You have to stop them from mutinying. And yeah, it's just like a sandbox style adventure. So each time you play, you can get a completely different thing happen. All the stories told through narrative decks. So in these card decks, you can trigger cards that appear in the game later, but sometimes you never come across those cards. So each time you play, you can get a completely different story arise.
So this is a non-cooperative game, I would assume. It's
yeah, you have to. So even though you've got your own ships, you still have to work together. You can trade in crew and commodities. You have to look for clues as well, so you can trade those clues amongst each other, and you can help each other out in fights. If you get boarded, you can even fire on each other's ships to try and help clear off the assailants from your ally ships. So that could be quite fun.
So this is a cooperative pirate game. Everybody. And it's against the old one, the old gods.
Yeah, all the old gods and its servants. So as you go through the chapters of the game, you start to see more aggressive and harder creatures to fight.
So, this is it looks like it's actually a pretty big scope game as far as like gameplay wise. I'd assume this is like a multiple hour type game, like a.
It is, yeah. So the game's split into 4 chapters, but we've developed save mechanics so that you can stop at the end of a chapter. A chapter will probably take you, depending on your play group, maybe like 45 to 60 minutes. But you can stop, you can note down how you've built your ship, where you are in the game, and then you can pick it up another time.
What's the gameplay style like? Is it turn-based? Is it just a communal cooperative, or is it player turn?
So what happens is each player takes their turn, and they get to issue orders to their crew. So they have to send their crew above deck to work the sails, to man the helm, to man the cannons, and you take your turn. You spend these order tokens, and you can go and visit ports, and you can go and explore islands and things like that. And then once you've spent all your orders, it then becomes the next player's turn, and you can spend as many orders as you like. But then on your next turn, you can only recover a limited amount. So you have to think carefully about what you're going to be doing in your future turns as well.
So there's a resource management. So the game looks amazing. What is included in the game at a base level? Is this the base game, or?
This is a prototype, so it looks a bit mix and match at the moment. But the basic game comes with sort of around the sort of 50 miniature mark. You get basic crew that you can hire, but then you get special crew like surgeons and captains and navigators. There's a lot of enemy variety as well. We didn't really repeat the sculpts a lot in this one, so there's only sort of maybe about 4 maximum repeated, which a lot of painters quite like, because it stops the monotonous painting, 10 of the same old.
Yeah, that way I'm going to paint this guy this way and this guy that way, yeah.
And we even sculpted the ships as well, so there's a lot of really nice, highly detailed ship sculpts. And there's even the old god comes in. So this old god in the cabinet here, he's like about sort of 5-6 inches tall, and he comes in the base game. So there's a lot of variety in there.
And you said you can get the Kickstarter version again. Tell us can you get the expanded exclusives for Kickstarter as well?
Yeah, so with the Kickstarter, we don't try and do too many exclusives. We just like to do one to reward our backers, and then keep it open for people that discover the game later on. So the Kickstarter version comes with some exclusive crew members that you can hire. They're the cooks. And the Kickstarter pledge level came with some extra content that's not exclusive to Kickstarter, but we gave away as free to say thank you. So we did neoprene versions of the main game board and the ship dashboards. We gave away a free expansion as well that come with the merchant and the academic crew types, and it came with new enemies as well, and it came with some extra dice and things like that. So you get a really good deal.
Well, thank you for doing this. This game looks amazing. We're going to be putting this video out probably as fast as possible, so it might even be out before we even leave here. I'm not sure. I don't know if we can crank it out that fast, but we're going to be trying to do it. Everyone pick this, look it up if you can. Look into backing it, or I guess buying it at this point, because it's pledging again. Yeah, so it's just a high quality game, high quality mechanics, and it is definitely different, and it's a different setting, and it's different player wise. This combination of ship combat with or I guess the old god setting is very unique. So here from the Me people, we're gonna sign out, and well, good luck.
Thank you. They're not even listening.
Good? Yeah, no, we're just talking for like 20 minutes.
Press record,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.